The State Department of Health is echoing a national survey saying flu is rampant in Mississippi and is spreading fastest in people under 24.
Schools are also being hard hit because students are in close quarters. Well, there's another area where people are in close quarters, but sending them home is just not an option. Our Jory Talley joins us in the studio with more on that.
One area people don't think about the flu being a problem are the city and county jails. But prisoners get sick like everyone else, and because jailers must watch over them and care for inmates, fighting the flu is a struggle for the people in blue.
Confined spaces and people living in close quarters sounds like the ideal breeding ground for a flu outbreak. Unfortunately, it's also the perfect description of a county jail. So when the virus moves into the general population, it can be hard to stop. It's something Calhoun County Sheriff Greg Pollen has seen firsthand.
Last year during flu season, we probably had 10 or 15 inmates and probably 6 or 7 employees that had it last year.
That's why the staff is taking extra steps to make sure the jail is as clean as possible and to keep sick inmates and staff away from everyone else. Pollen says right now he has 1 deputy out with the flu and 1 sick inmate.
Last week we had one that came in with a cough, so we put him in isolation. You know, we are a small jail, so I'm not sure how effective that was, but I have not seen an increase in illness, or we have not had to take many to the doctor in the last couple of weeks. So knock on wood, we've been very fortunate. We haven't had to deal with that very much.
And he's thankful because when it happens and starts moving from inmate to inmate, it impacts the jail's day-to-day operations.
We would have the expense of taking care of the inmate, and then a bigger problem of trying to keep them isolated, which is not very easy in a jail setting. So yeah, it runs into an issue. And then you have employees coming in contact with those inmates on a regular basis. So it turns into a logistics problem real quick.
He says last year's experience with the jail's flu epidemic made everyone even more alert this year.
I think my jail staff has done a better job based on what happened to us last year of handling it. And like I said, so far it hasn't been much of an issue with us this year.
There are also several jails in our area also taking extra measures to prevent the flu from creeping into the jails.